Hey there, folks. Welcome back to the channel. I want to do something a little bit different today. Instead of talking about movies, I want to talk about video games. And I will be doing video game stuff on this channel because I don't want to make a second channel and have to do video game stuff on there and then switch back to my movie channel, do movie stuff, and go back there to do game. It's a pain in the ass, and I'm not going to do that. On this channel, I'm going to talk about everything, okay? There's going to be everything from comic books to figures to video games to movies, even though movies is my main staple, and you're going to get a lot of movie stuff on this channel, but you're also going to get other things. So, today, I wanted to show you my physical PlayStation 4 collection. What I mean is, physical discs. This is basically it. This is what I own for the PS4 when it comes to physical media. Now, that's a different story when you go on my PS4 and you look at the digital downloads. I have over 100 games. And that includes these, but you get what I mean. I have a ton of digital downloads on my PS4, and I bought an external hard drive that holds at least 4 terabytes worth of storage. So I have a lot of games for my PS4, but these are just, like I said, the physical discs. I just want to go over these with you and show you what I have as far as physical media. The first one is the Game of the Year edition that I got at Black Friday, and it is Marvel's Spider-Man. The very first Spider-Man game, only on PlayStation, and this includes, because it's the Game of the Year edition, it includes the Marvel Spider-Man City That Never Sleeps DLC with additional missions and challenges. This game is amazing. I felt like Spider-Man playing it. I remember my favorite Spider-Man game for the longest time was Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation 2. That was my favorite. I mean, for the longest time, I remember playing the hell out of that game. That game, the swinging techniques and all that were really good. I'm like, how are they going to top that? Well, they do here. This game, when you swing and stuff, like, you feel like Spider-Man. At least I did. The combat system kind of reminds me of Batman Arkham City, or, like the Arkham Knight games. But the combat, the swinging, the graphics, swinging around the city, you just feel like a superhero. You feel like you can do anything. So this game is really, really good. I've beaten it twice, and it's just so fun every time I play it. I'm just like, this is just amazing. I also got this at Black Friday, and my son plays this more than I do because like I said, I played the first one. I've beaten it twice, so I played it a lot. Here we have Spider-Man Miles Morales. Now, I liked this game, but I think I liked the first one more. But my son, he really, really likes this one. So, yeah, I got this at Black Friday, really cheap, and yeah. It sort of feels like the first game, just a little bit more enhanced, I would say. But yeah, all right. This one I got pretty cheap at a liquidation store. I only paid $10 for it, and it is the remastered of Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. I remember playing the Need for Speed games on the original PlayStation, and I think my favorite one was Hot Pursuit. Was it Need for Speed 2 or was it Need for Speed 3? I forgot which one, because I think Hot Pursuit was in the subtitles. It was like Need for Speed 2 or Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit. I can't remember, but this is basically an enhanced remake of that game. So, really, really fun game, with the cops and all that. Now, I bought this for my kids because they really love these, but I remember playing these on the original PlayStation. So this is the original 2 games fully remastered of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. I think I owned for the original PlayStation Tony Hawk's like 1, 2, and I don't know how many they had. They had like 4, and then they had like other ones. But yeah, Tony Hawk was always these were always fun games because you could go around like the skate park and like open new areas and go skate and do all these tricks and earn points and unlock certain things. The graphics are really good in this game. So yeah, Pro Skater 1 and 2. Now, this game is just fun as hell. I remember playing the very first one on PS2 when they first came out with it. I think it was I don't remember which one came out first. I think it was either the prequel trilogy or the original trilogy. I want to say prequel. But here we have Star Wars, the Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker saga. Basically, you play through all of the Star Wars movies, the prequels, the original trilogy, and then the sequel trilogy. And there's tons of characters in this, and there's voice acting and all that stuff. The Lego games are just a lot of fun. They're very easy. I'm not saying there's not like frustrating parts where you just want to like have the level end because you're just like collecting studs and keep going and you're just like, okay, when's the next level? Some of the levels drag on, but not this game. I felt like this game was just, I love playing through the levels. I love playing through the movies. So, yeah, explore over 20 planets, hundreds of playable characters and vehicles, action-packed battles. Really, really cool. And like I said, the very first one, I could swear that it was the prequel trilogy for the PlayStation 2. Because I don't remember who it had on the cover. Was it Anakin from episode 2 or something? Like he was on the cover. And then they had the original trilogy where you basically played New Hope, Empire, and then Return of the Jedi. And then they had one called the Complete. Was it the Complete Saga? They combined the prequel trilogy and the original and called it, I think it was the Complete Saga for the PlayStation 3. But those games were amazing. I love the Lego Indiana Jones games, the Lego Marvel games, the superheroes and Avengers and all that stuff. So yeah, Lego games are fun. Those are the kind of games that you just want to sit back and not care about challenge, I guess. All right, so this game I got cheap. I know a lot of people don't really care for it, and a lot of people were disappointed. I wouldn't say I was disappointed, but I was kind of confused when I got, I don't know, a little bit farther into it. And it is the Avengers. The whole beginning is great when you get to switch off between the Avenger characters and use them. There's different, suits and unlockables, skins and all that stuff. And they do have DLC where you can use like Hawkeye, Black Panther, and Spider-Man even. But it's nowhere near, the game is nowhere near as good as this. This is still my favorite, but it was cool to play as the Avengers here. But when you get farther into the game, it's like it's really hard to know where to go. And when you go to a certain place, it's almost like you're doing challenges instead of like a mission. I have solved this game. You fight like MODOK and stuff. Like I have solved it, but again, it was kind of just you're fighting these bad guys over and over and over again. It's like the same stuff over and over. It's like they repeated things. And I just kind of got like bored with it. But the whole beginning act is really, really cool. And the graphics, my God, the graphics it's something that I've always wanted with these kind of games. It's something I've always wanted to see. So, flying around as Iron Man, throwing the shield as Cap, being the Hulk and smashing stuff. It was, really, really cool. It could have been better. Let's just say that. Now, this game is freaking amazing. They have made, I believe, 6 games, and then there was like an expansion of this game. And it is Far Cry 5. I can play this game over and over and over again and enjoy it just as much each time. I love the missions. I love the story about how there's this religious guy taking over this land with his brothers, and they're trying to get people to follow his religion, and if you don't, you're basically executed and you don't belong. And so like you as a character go against him and his clan and basically take them out one by one. And I just man, it's just so fun. These sadist guys, like you're basically wasting them, and like I don't know. It's just really, really good. It has a really crazy ending to it. And the expansion to this is called New Dawn, which it feels like a whole new game, but it's really, it just feels more like to me, it felt like an expansion. And you know, I don't want to give too much away, but there's like a nuclear disaster that happens, and then New Dawn picks up like kind of after that, like the after effects and like what happens. But New Dawn was so easy. I beat that game. The thing about New Dawn is that it was a lot harder to kill people because there's like weapon upgrades and then armor upgrades and stuff, and each character, bad guy, has a way to defeat them using a certain type of weapon. You got to choose which weapon to use for defeating that character. So I don't know, this game is a lot of fun. When it comes to Far Cry games, I enjoyed 2. Far Cry 2 was great. Far Cry 3 was awesome. Far Cry 4, I'd rather play 2 and 3. Far Cry 6 I have not played. It's already cheap right now. You can go out to Walmart and get Far Cry 6 for like $14. So Far Cry 5, that was where it's at for me. Last one I have here, as far as physical discs, is The Last of Us Part 2. I don't care what anybody says. I freaking love this game. This game is amazing. Naughty Dog did a great job. There are a lot of people complaining about Abby and about Joel dying, and you know, Joel went out like a pussy and things like that. In my opinion, he went out like a hero. I mean, honestly, there was nothing the guy could do. And the way they set this up is, I love the dynamics between Ellie and Joel. And what happened, she's still pissed at him for what he did. You know, he basically saved her life when she had the cure, but it would have killed her. But he made a decision. And Ellie, you can see both ways. You can see Joel, his point of view, and you can see Ellie's point of view. And they both have points. But I'm just saying, like, I guess it's just personal preference. Like, what do you think is right and what do you think is wrong? But the graphics in this game are so... The controls are top-notch. The graphics are amazing. The enemies... The world itself, oh my god. This game is amazing, and I don't care what people shit on this game, and it's a shame. It is really a shame. People complain, oh, Abby, she looks all muscular. Is she a man? Really? Like, honestly, you've never seen a strong woman that looks like that? So what if her arms look bigger than my body? It don't matter. Who cares? Like, I don't see what like, people always have something to pick at. Like, anyway, this is an amazing game, and I will always defend this game. So that is my physical PlayStation 4 game collection. One of these times, I will show you my digital collection, and that video will probably be long because, like I said, I have over 100 games. It's gonna, you know, I'll do that video. I'll do that video here soon. I'll show you guys my complete digital PlayStation 4 game collection. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more game collection videos, as well as maybe some gameplays and capturing and stuff, because I need to get a PlayStation camera, and when I do gameplays and stuff, I'm going to have my headset and stuff, and you're going to see me playing a video game at, you know, live. You're going to see me playing video games. I want to do some live streams and stuff, playing games. So you have a lot to choose from. I have a lot of games to choose from, so it's going to be fun. Anyway, thank you for watching this. Thank you for subscribing, for taking the time out of your day to come to my channel and watch my videos. It does mean a lot to me, for sticking with me. I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers. Let's make that happen. And yeah, this is Rob signing off. See you in the next one.